Living in cities has made me hate people. Now, obviously, hate isn't exactly the right word, it's a bit of hyperbole, but I've lived in cities my entire life, well, pretty much born and raised in LA, and I've grown to a point where I just don't like being around people anymore. Well, I should specify, I don't like being around a ton of people anymore. Because when you're born and raised in a city, you're around so many people that you could literally go every day of every year for like probably even hundreds of years, and you'll run into people that you will never see in your life ever again. Because there are literally millions of people in the city. So you're never going to see them again. And when that happens, people start to lose empathy for each other. There starts to become a bit of a disconnection. People start becoming incredibly self-centered and selfish because they know that they're not going to see these other people ever again, so they start to treat them like shit. They just stop caring about their fellow human. And that has made me sour on people so much that it's made me not want to live in cities anymore. I want to get out of here as quickly as I can, and unfortunately that's a financial thing that I can't afford just yet. And that kind of annoys me as well, because if it were up to me, I would be out of here like tomorrow if I could. But it saddens me that I've grown to this point, because I used to love being around people. I used to love connecting with others and sharing that empathic bond with people, that bond that connects all of us as humans. But I've just ran into so many shitty people from or since then that it's kind of drilled that out of me. Because as much as I won't put all humans in one bucket, I know that there are still great people out there. I've met a decent amount of them. But the problem is, they're so freaking rare. Great people, people who are kind, empathic, who treat others with respect and have good manners, they're so rare. They truly are. I mean, I've lived in this city long enough that I can tell you these people are rare as fuck. Like, they just are. I mean, I wouldn't have gotten to a place where I'm at now, where I just don't want to be around people if good people weren't rare, but they are. And the fact that they're rare has just made it so I don't want to live in cities anymore, because I don't want to put up with the average person out there who hasn't worked on themselves, who isn't kind to others, who only cares about themselves, who drive like morons on the road and tailgate and speed, and then when you're in public, they won't hold the door for you, or they'll just do things that prove that they don't care about anyone but themselves. I'm just tired of it. I mean, I'm surprised I made it this long, to be honest, because, you see so much on the internet or just people joking about it in general when they say they hate people. And it happens to people at a young age. They're like 15-year-olds who already claim that, although in their case it's probably some form of existential angst or rebellion tendencies flaring up because of their hormones, more so than them actually disliking people. But now I've just gotten to that point where I just don't like being around people. Heck, a great case in point, when I was coming to this location where I'm at right now to film, this is like this nice little alcove around a bunch of bushes and some very tiny trees. And when I was coming up here, it's a bit of a secret spot, but there's a ton of trash here. Whoever was here last, they decorated the place in trash. And I'm not even joking. They literally purposely decorated. When I walked up, there was a soda can hanging from the branch right here. I don't know if you can see it. See this branch? There was a soda can hanging from it. There was another one over here and over there. They put the soda cans on the branches of the shrubs around me, or I don't even know what to call these. They're like baby trees. They're not really huge, so I don't even know if tree is the right word, but basically, whoever was here last, these jackasses decorated the place with their trash and didn't clean up after themselves. That pisses me off so much. I literally, when I walked up and saw that, I was fuming. Like, if they had been here, I would have been willing to beat the shit out of them over it. Like, it makes me that mad. And that's just one example of the kind of crap that we have to deal with because of people who don't work on themselves and who just only care about themselves, and they're willing to desecrate nature because of it and treat their fellow man like shit. And It's just not cool. The problem pretty much arises from people who shouldn't be parents having children and they don't raise them right, so then these children become adults and they become shitty adults and they then end up having children and the cycle repeats and it's never ending. This is why it's so important for us to all strive to be better, to become better than who we were yesterday, to grow and evolve. Because when we don't do that, people just fall into these tendencies where they just create destruction and chaos, and if they breed, then they're continuing that cycle. And it's really unfortunate. I truly wish there was like some kind of guidelines for how to be a good or a good parent taught in high school or maybe even middle school, since some people don't even go to high school, just somewhere so that people had an idea of the right things to do, so that when they had children they wouldn't horribly raise them and make them become little tyrants. You can tell I'm passionate about this. I feel sad that I've gotten to this place, because I truly used to think this would never happen to me. I knew it could happen, so I purposely tried to avoid it by looking for the good in my fellow man, but I've just dealt with so much shittiness that I guess it's pretty much broken down my resolve at this point. And now all I can think is that the average person just isn't all that great. And when you're in a city, you're surrounded by a lot of average people. And it's unfortunate, but I don't even really know why I'm making this video. I guess to vent, or I don't know, to call all of you to rise up and be better so that you don't end up being one of these people yourself, or so that you don't have children who end up being like this. I don't know, but I just wanted to get my thoughts out here, and hopefully you found it entertaining or something. I don't know. I don't know what my goal is here, but I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, please like and share your thoughts. That helps the algorithm. That's the easiest way to support me, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Arrivederci.